Because you can go on the first date and meet this woman like, oh, she's the one. But then you go meet another woman like, oh, no, she's the one. And you go on a third date and go, no, but she is the one. So just go meet people. And as you said before, you don't just date the first woman. And again, if it's a first woman you meant to be with, great, but just go meet others just to be sure. Because you can go on the first date and meet this woman like, oh, she's the one. But then you go meet another woman like, oh, no, she's the one. And you go on a third date and go, no, but she is the one. So just go meet people, It will help your dating experience. Also, practice makes it perfect. It will help you avoid a lot of dating mistakes. So go practice.
I was nervous, very nervous. Going up to ladies and just talking, to them, is a little complicated for me, but it got easier as the night went on, and they're all very warm and welcoming, and it was fun. We have a translator to help us.
It's a good sign that you have more dates, you get to know more girls, I managed to get more numbers and more people on the dates. The ladies were nice, I was talking to them,
Never recommend to travel to meet only one individual because you don't know how it's gonna go. There might not be no connection, Yes, letters can be nice and you build up this perfect image in your head, how you totally compatible, but then, just go on a real date and see face to face and you find out, she's not as ideal as you're thinking about it. And the same thing, she's like, yeah, you said it sounded nice in the letters, but just not feeling the chemistry, connection's not there, or something else she doesn't like. You find out something about the future that you're not compatible with. For example, she wants kids, so you don't want to have kids, or something else, lifestyle is different. So you just don't want to fly all the way to Brazil just to go on one date. So have more people in mind too. And at least do video call with her. See her face to face. See if there's, it's really worth that trip. So again, that applies for any destination, no matter where you're going to meet one or two ladies. Video calls are strongly recommended.
I like big cities like Kiev. I can't imagine life in small city, in maybe village.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's hard to imagine.
Yes, it's very.
He should like reading books. I like books, poetry, some museums, theaters. I'm not into sport a lot.
I have a daughter. I would like to have a good man near me and good father for my daughter.
Why the ladies all get professional photos in Ukraine? Well, first of all, why not? It's cheap and it's fun. When I go to Eastern Europe, I go do a bunch of professional photo shoots because why not? It's interesting. To get dressed up, to do the makeup, and just spend an hour in a photo studio. It's a great experience. How do I know the ladies are real here? Because it's not like ladies just send us their photos and we don't do any verification. We do verification. We get a copy of their passport. We do a video call to make sure everything matches. The ID matches their faces, matches their pictures, and it's the same person. So we want to make sure, it's obviously very real people on the site. How do these ladies get verified before you put them on the site? That's a very good question. So all the profiles you see on the website, they've all been verified. We get a copy of government-issued ID when the lady signs up. So we get a copy of her passport, we store it on file. If she signs up physically in the office, that's even better. So our staff get to sit down with her, interview her, and so we can do better matchmaking to understand what she's looking for. If she sign up online, because we have only so many offices and we have ladies from all over the place joining the site, so in this case we do a video interview with them. So our staff also calls the lady to make sure that passport information matches her photo, so it's really the same person. And if they have any concerns that her photos way different from the person they talk in the videos, they're just gonna decline profile and not gonna put her on the website. So in the same things, they're gonna talk to her and ask what she's looking for and all other helpful information that we can put in her profile, help her complete her profile, and they'll put the profile on the website. Usually it takes, normally it's actually a long process, so it's not instant. Usually verification process takes 2 to 4 weeks on our end before we post a profile.
Soon you will have a new profiles on the website. You can watch and choose someone who you like, and you can come and meet them in real life. And so please don't lose your chance. Come to Odessa, meet a wonderful Ukrainian ladies.
Although with that being said, we do not verify a lady's English level. So if she says she speaks good English, well, we're not gonna give her English test. So we're just gonna take her word for that. And I do a lot of video calls too, and I see that in ladies' profile, for example, it can say fair English, but I'm like, and then she goes and I don't even need to translate. She just speaks English right there. And sometimes her English level in profile would say good or excellent, but nope, she definitely needs interpreter's help. So that's a little bit of a gamble when it comes to English level. But if we take it as at the face value, normally when it says fair English, it means lady really does not speak it. She'll understand a couple words here and there of what you're saying, but she will not be able to really say anything back. Good English, she's good enough to have a conversation, but although she still might need the interpreter's help here and there because she's not really fluent. And quite often ladies also like to bring interpreter on a date for safety reasons too. It is very easy for the Slavic woman to learn English. I met my wife in July and enrolled her into a college class, and by November she was speaking good English. Cody, yes. Exactly, guys, that's another. So she will be learning English before she comes here, but community college and ESL classes is a great tool, they're really free or just very minimal charge, so you sign her up. When my dad came to the States, I signed him up for a community college class. He was taking it, and in his class, he was the only Russian guy, everybody else immigrants from all over the world, so nobody spoke English, but he had a blast. He enjoyed it, learning background of people he was in class and they're trying to communicate, and he was doing his homework, and he was picking up pretty fast. And he was older guy, he was in his 60s, so it's kind of hard to start new language when you're 60 something. But he was doing just great, it was a big progress. And I'm sure, and when, you bring your fiance, your wife to the States, I'm sure she's going to be much younger than mid-60s, so it's much easier to learn it when you're younger, so she'll learn it in no time, so don't worry about it. CG, I strongly recommend that you're learning English that is discussed before. If not, she will be isolated, will become bored, and then later depression. Yes, of course, it's very, very important for her to be able to communicate with other people. I'm sure she will find local friends in your area that speak Russian, Ukrainian, whatever, Spanish, whatever her native language is. Yes, also, you would need to help her with that. And talk about it before she comes, and you can do the research and tell her, hey, here's the classes you can take, here's that, because most likely she'll need to become friends with your friends, your family, so she needs to communicate with them. So you need to really, really help her with that.
Hello guys, my name is Anna. I'm the manager of Odessa office, Ukraine, AFA, and today we want to talk to you about 5 common myths foreigners believe about Ukrainian ladies. Number 1, that Ukrainian ladies are waiting for foreigner to rescue them from poor life. Yes, that's myth, because as you see, Ukrainian ladies, we're good looking, we're dressing nice, and we don't live in countryside, we don't ride in the horses, we're using all public life, and we are well respectful ladies. Number 2, that Ukrainian ladies don't wear brand clothes. We are wearing brand clothes, we know many brands, and we like to wear nice dresses. We like to be nice for guys, we like to come on dates beautiful dressed, and we actually expecting the same from guys, to understand that Ukrainian women will be preparing for your date, that Ukrainian women will try to wear something nice and maybe even something that you know from some brand or something. I know that in the United States one guy came to me and he said, "You're from Ukraine, but you're wearing nice clothes." I was like, "Yes, why not?" He's like, "I heard that Ukraine is a poor country and you don't have brands." No, we do. And Ukrainian ladies, we really like to have some brand clothes in our closet. Number 3, Ukrainian housewife is a slave. That's very common thought for foreigners, but no, Ukrainian women, yes, we like to take care of our house, we like to take care of our man, we will make sure that your dinner is on table, but it doesn't mean that if you come to Ukraine and marry a Ukrainian lady, she will be a slave for you, that she will be 24/7 just there for you and you don't have to make surprises for her or help in the house. No, guys, we are women's and we like when our guys helping us. I like when my husband makes coffee for me in the morning, and that's very great thing for him to do. I like when guy helps to clean house, when he's cooking with me in the kitchen. You have to know that family life is partner's life. If you're looking for life partner, it should be a partner, not a slave. And Ukrainian ladies, definitely not that if you're looking for it. Number 4, many guys believe that Ukrainian ladies are okay with huge age difference. No, Ukrainian ladies preferring the man that will be in the age range. Maybe the difference should be up to 20 years, the maximum, because you have to remember that we're not gonna live with the guy that the same age with our father, and that's Ukrainian typical choice. And number 5, there is a myth that Ukrainian ladies, we are born beautiful, we're beautiful every morning, we don't get fat, and that's our nature. Yes, we're probably beautiful, we have beautiful hair, eyes, but we have to watch our diet, we have to invest in our health, we have to invest in our beauty, and guys, if you think that you will get married with beautiful, extremely beautiful girl and she's gonna stay like that forever, and you're not gonna give her any money for cosmetologist or gym or something, she will stay like that. No, you have to understand that beautiful lady, it's investment, and she will be beautiful, she will keep her beauty, but you have to understand that you will need to invest in that as well.
Daniel, they all look young, even the older ones. And again, great genetics. Women who take a really good care of themselves. You know, beauty industry is huge in Eastern Europe. It's huge. So yes, women put so much time and effort and a lot of money in their appearances too. Also, want to remind you a couple of things. We do have a bunch of seminars coming up. We just had one in Las Vegas, which was great. Thank you guys that came to the seminar. John was very excited to meet all of you, and Tanya and everybody else who came to the seminar. So it was a lot of good information. John was telling me how great that seminar was, and he's looking forward to the upcoming seminars, which, guys, to remind you, you can see the seminar schedule on the website, right at the homepage. But again, I'll remind you one more time. So Dallas, March 22nd, and right after it is Houston, March 23rd. So that weekend, John's gonna be in Texas. And if you're somewhere in the area, I would strongly recommend to just go over.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
ukrainesingles.com.